Earthrise Titan class Scorponok is a masterclass in Titans, and it looks even better as Black Zarak. Scorponok has lovely detailing, and it has tons of color separation, which really makes this mold pop. I love the Scorpion mode here. The silver, gunmetal color, the bright greens, the purpley, vibranty pinks. It's such a great color scheme, and it really makes this one of the standout Titan classes like that's ever been released. And the triple changing is perfect. It looks incredible. The Scorpion details don't clash with any other details, and it looks even better in its black color scheme. I really dig this color. Black Zarak is a standout of repaints. It even includes extra parts, that being the Tyrant Spear. And while the Scorpion head on this one doesn't look quite as good as Scorponok's, it still is a fantastic redeco. These guys are just absolutely fantastic. I love them, and either version is worthy of adding to your collection.
Alright, I am using borrowed equipment, so kind of work with me here. We're also only going to transform one of these guys on camera because they have the same transformation, and I think we're going to do Scorponok on camera just because he's a little more colorful, a little bit more vibrant, so it'll be easier to see what's going on than the black on black with Black Zarak. The only difference with Black Zarak and Scorponok is obviously the Tyrant Spear, which just pegs on the top of the legs, and then you just take it and combine it right there. There we go. Make sure that lines up. And there's your Tyrant Spear, which is quite large. Like it's pretty substantial. So let's get him out of the way. Move Black Zarak. And we're gonna come around here with Scorponok, and we're gonna start transforming him. So I'm literally first time on camera, long time viewer. So first thing, you just want to roll up this tail. I guess we'll go city mode, right? Like that's the most logical place. So you want to parts form a couple pieces. These side panels on the leg. Also, Scorponok is complete. Zarak is missing a couple parts. He's missing, no, not a couple parts. He's missing the leg panels. So you just want to take off the leg panels, take off the claw, and then you want to take off the cannons, and that's going to get you started on his transformation into city mode. Roll up the tail and fold out this ramp, and forgive me if not everything is on camera. I'm trying. Unfurl the legs, and then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to bring these sections up and spread them out and rotate the hip like this, and then rotate the thigh like that. So do the same over here, rotate and rotate. So 90 degrees and then another 90 degrees. Fold these down, and you want to kind of clunk the legs so they're level with the floor. And then there's a latch right here and a slot in his gooch. And you're just gonna take that latch and stick it in his gooch. And there we go. From here, you want to take these panels on the legs and fold them down and flatten them out. Fold them down, flatten them out. All right, we're looking good on camera still. We're going to get these panels that are on the bottom of the feet and flip them out to form ramps. These are airlock connector ramps. And come on, they're in there pretty well. There we go. From here, you want to remove the head, and sometimes the collar is going to come with it. It just is part of it. And you can leave the legs out. You can splay them out like this, or you can tuck them back into the torso. I like having them splayed out. It kind of just fills out things a little bit more. Bring the arms up, straighten them out, and rotate them so that way the claws are facing like forward towards the ramp. Same thing on the other side. Lift up this compartment. I keep unlatching this. Lift up this compartment, and there's a panel on the inside. You're going to want to fold that down. Take the skull, and you're going to hide that in there. And then from here, you're going to take the claw shield. That's going to go on this back panel here. Grab the cannons and the guards, the leg guards, combine them, and then you're going to stick them onto the back of the arms. And those are going to form some like skyscraper city things. And And there we go. There is Scorponok's city mode. And it looks pretty good. It's definitely one of the better city modes. I'm gonna get Zarak transformed and then we'll show that on camera as well when we do the beauty shots.
Now, real quick, the Zarak guys that these come with, the Headmaster robots, are really solid. The colors and articulation on them are really, really nice. Mega Zarak for Scorponok has beautiful tan and nice clean details, while Mega Zarak for Black Zarak has this pirate aesthetic with the broken bits, and the articulation on them is also extremely nice. They're very posable and can get like into some of the best poses ever. The city mode here is absolutely stunning. I love that it has like a place for little Zarak to like command the whole town. There's ramps, there's platforms. All the deco on here is absolutely amazing, and it's probably one of the best city modes we've gotten out of a Titan. It really does stand out among the others. Scorponok just has that insane amount of detail that really, really makes him I say stand out a lot, but it makes him stand out among the others. It's just fantastic. And again, it does look amazing in black and gold. It really has like a city of gold El Dorado feel to it, with all the same things that the original Scorponok has, but this time just gothed out. I really like the gold throne look that this has, and the silver detailing on the thighs, the silver exposed on the streets, on the ramp. It's just great, and the Tyrant Spear adds a whole like gothic architecture thing to this, which I really, really do love. It's something incredible, and the Titan Masters themselves look incredible. Zarak having the tiny little face painted there, and I love the super business handshake meetings they can do.
All right, so this is a little different. We're doing a mid video drink trial. We have sour blueberry, which looks like it's straight out of a dystopian.
It says United Sodas of America.
And then we have a culture pop. So I'm gonna try the sour blueberry first.
This one looks scary.
Yeah, and then Shattershock is gonna try the culture pop.
Ooh. It smells like strawberries, like a strawberry cream.
Oh, it's like a water. It's like a water, one of those water beverages. This is not a soda. It says soda on it. That's not what a soda is.
The issue with, let
me see
the
this.
issue with these is that they're like more sparkly waters with flavor.
Yeah, this is definitely a.
Well, this one smells like blueberry at least.
Yeah, these are both sparkling water. This sucks. Whatever this is, that's terrible.
Okay, this one actually isn't that bad.
That one's not horrible.
This one has like a nice little blue jelly roll.
It's the closest to a pop that a sparkling water has ever been. This one's okay. It's my favorite sparkling water I've had. That is awful. That is so bad.
This one starts off okay. And then
All
it
right.
gets worse.
But yeah, we were getting food and we were filming, so we figured we'd do this. All right, back to the review. Okay, base mode, city mode, whatever you want to call it. I do want to make a point. So when I transformed Scorponok in the previous segment, I said that you can fit both of them into the little cubby that's underneath their feet. Black Zarak doesn't fit, at least as far as I'm concerned. Also, another thing about the Black Zarak Headmaster is he has this panel on the back of the head, so he transforms a little differently, and I have yet to be able to get this panel flipped out without pulling this front piece off. It sits up there, so that way it unlocks the waist swivel. Otherwise, you fold it in on itself like this, which, like, I don't know, something about it. I don't know if I'm just doing something wrong or what, but it doesn't really fit. And so again, for that reason, we are not going to be transforming him into robot mode on camera. We will be transforming Scorponok. So I'm going to move Black Zarak off to the side, and we're going to get Scorponok into robot mode, starting with the Headmaster. So obviously you want to get your Titan Master plugged in, and then we're going to fold in the hands here and curl up the arms on their double jointed elbows until there's a little peg right there, a little hole right there, and it just kind of sits there. Then you want to come to the side. There's these little bits, and this is the same on both of them. They have these little bits right here. And then flip up the chest, grab the legs, combine the legs, and fold them in, and then bring the arms up a little bit. And then from here, you want to bring this back which a little detail, Scorponok does have eyes under there. They're just very scary. Bring this up and close it up. Bring the arms up to lock that in place. You can see there's some tabs that this is gonna slot into. And then bring the legs down and around, and then the chest will tab in to the feet holes on the leg. From here you can bring up the horns, whoop, and then you can close the skull cap, and there is his head in vehicle mode. Now let's do the robot. Let's do the torso. So, first things first, we're gonna fold up these ramps and flip those out. So fold out the feet like so, and I'm sorry if some of this comes off camera. Bring these up, pull the ramp down, and then you're going to bring the legs, rotate 90, and then bring them in. And then you're gonna take these panels and close them around the thigh or around the shin, and then rotate them another 90. So that way the back of the leg is kind of going, facing upwards towards this. So once again, we're gonna fold these up, close that, rotate the thigh here, and then rotate the hip there. Now we're going to spin them at the waist 180. We're gonna spin them around. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot. You want to remove all the little accessories, by the way. Just take all of those off. Because they're all gonna end up somewhere else in robot mode. And then we can close up the chest for now. So bring them around, flip them over. Scorpion legs, you're gonna fold that in, and the scorpion legs are just gonna fold into his back. And if the feet aren't flat, you can flatten them out by pressing against this and then pressing back here. Take the ramp section and collapse it. There's some tabs right here and some slots. It's gonna slot in right there. And then there are some more tabs down here. Those are going to some slots on the ramp. Now from there, what I like to do, you can do this two ways. You can either take this and combine it to make the full shield and stick it on his back, or you can separate them and put them on his legs. For Scorponok, I've enjoyed putting them all together as a shield and then sticking it on his back. There's two tabs right here and two ports. So we're going to port those in, just line it up. It's a little hard to do from the side here. There we go. Port those in. And then we're gonna straighten out the legs. There we go. There we go. And I'm gonna stand him up because we are almost done. You can see he gets quite tall here. Straighten those out. Oop. Straighten out the leg. Straighten out the leg. There we go. And then flip out his toes until they click. So they're gonna pop out and fold them down, then they should click. There we go. Fold down the arm, rotate it. Okay. Adjust the camera a little bit here. Let's see, can we... 1 second, let me get this adjusted. All right, we got him stood up here. Just want to take the guns and throw them on the front blasters. Take the blasters and put them up there. There we go. And then the last bit, grab the Headmaster. This is on backwards. Make sure the collar is on correctly. And then take the head. So rotate that around and then push this piece down, take the head. It's gonna slot in at a downward angle and then pop up and lock in. And there we go. There is Scorponok in his robot mode.
Robot mode on these two is fantastic. It really is probably my favorite Titan, only beaten by maybe Omega Supreme. It is just such a good figure. The head sculpts on these are nice. Scorponok having this industrial look while Black Zarak has this smooth and stoic look. It really is something to behold in person, and the posing on these guys is unmatched by other Titans. Like, the amount of articulation really only comes close by like the modern Legacy Metroplex. The Tyrant Spear clips in, the accessories are great. I do wish Scorponok had his gun though. I wish he had his blaster. But These are all amazing little details. The stomach, the chest, the legs, the color layout. It's just insane. I love the way the claws look. I love the way the head sits. I love the little collar. All the details on this guy, on this mold, make it really come together, and it is what I love about it. The heads can also swap if you're into that thing. They can do that, so keep that in mind. But yeah, together, these are an awesome pair, and definitely worth picking up, either one of them, if you can find them for a good price. And of course, here they are compared with Strong Arm, Bumblebee, and Shattershock.
Articulation on the Scorponok mold is pretty good. I'm going to come over to the side here. He has a head swivel, a slight look down. His arms can rotate 360. They can come out that far. They can bend at the elbow, swivel at the elbow. Nice ratchets. They can go in at the wrist. They can claw in and out, and then they can open, and he does have individually articulated fingers as well. His legs can go up that far, back that far. He has a double jointed knee, and they can go all the way down. He has a very clicky thigh swivel, and he has ankle tilt, and it is the same on both molds. They use the same parts, the same articulation. Sorry if that was a little rough. Oh, he does have a waist swivel too, which I've noticed it's ratcheted on Scorponok. It's not ratcheted on my Black Zarak, which I don't know if that's just because I got him secondhand or what, but his ratchets don't work as well as Scorponok's, or at least his waist doesn't. He also has a bit of a weaker knee. But yeah, that is articulation on Scorponok and Black Zarak.
All in all, this is probably the best Titan we've ever gotten. It's definitely one of the best Titans in recent years that we've gotten. And if you can find either of these guys, like, I recommend them. If you can pick them up for sub 150 or even at 150 complete, like, that's a great deal for these guys. Black Zarak is a really nice redeco. Scorponok, I think, is my preferred color scheme, but maybe that's just because I've had more time to play around with it. I think all three modes are amazing. I think that the robot mode especially looks really nice. If you have Fortress Maximus or you're looking to get your first Titan, definitely recommend these guys. They make a great first impression for the Titan class. With that said, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check out the Patreon and the Discord in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. This has been Bots Obsession.